Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Check Point partners. Hey, when I joined Check Point 5 months ago, and by the way, thank you. The reception, support, your confidence has been tremendous over the last 5 months. But what I said to you was I wanted to expose you to some of the great talent that we have at Check Point. And literally here we are in Tel Aviv, in the Innovation Center, and I have with me one of the brightest minds we have, the guy that actually runs this Innovation Center. So I want to introduce you to Ty Greenberg. Ty,
hey, Frank.
Greetings.
Hi.
So we have thousands of our best partners on there right now. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone, and thanks Frank for hosting me. My name is Ty Greenberg and I'm the VP Product Management and Product Marketing in Check Point. I've been working in Check Point for the last 9 years. It's a journey. Before this role, I managed the cloud business unit in the company. And I have almost 25 years of cybersecurity experience on my belt. So,
you must have started when you were very, very young. So it's a great segue though. What we wanted to do is we wanted to talk a little bit about cloud security. We could talk about a bunch of things. I mean, we're doing so many great things here, but we have partners today that are very interested in cloud security. So what I'm hoping you can do is just talk for a few minutes about the opportunity in the industry.
Sure, absolutely. So Frank, cloud is a big thing. You came from VMware and you know how big is cloud. And I'll talk about like how Check Point see the cloud from the potential of from this perspective. I started 9 years ago when I joined Check Point in the cloud. It was mainly private cloud, and we have a lot of innovation that we built together with VMware, together with Cisco around the private cloud. But over the last 5-6 years, we invested heavily in building our solution for the public cloud. And by now we see close to 5,000 customers, enterprise customers, large customers that use Check Point to secure their AWS, the Azure in the cloud. Now, obviously, cloud is not only AWS, Azure, and Google. There is also what we call SaaS applications. So we see many customers moving to Office 365, to Box, and those kind of things. So we have two type of solutions, and then also customers that one is SaaS and how you secure the SaaS, and there's a huge potential here. Another one is public IaaS, or what we call also PaaS services, Azure, AWS, and Google, and that's a huge potential over there by itself.
It's phenomenal. Yeah, I really didn't understand until I got here 5 months ago. 5,000 installations. And again, it's not just Azure, it's not just AWS, it's not just public, it's private, it can be SaaS. Really exciting. But here's what I want to ask you. Maybe it's just because I'm a little bit of a novice. Yeah, I came from VMware, but obviously I don't have the background and the experience you have. But when I go into a lot of these partners, they ask me, they say, why isn't native just good enough? Why isn't the security I get with AWS or Azure good enough? I was wondering if you could spend a few minutes on that topic.
So absolutely. So first of all, when you talk to AWS and Azure, they will tell you that there is a shared responsibility between the cloud vendor and the customers, meaning that they are responsible for the infrastructure, that the servers will always be up and running and nothing will happen to the infrastructure itself. But when it comes to the data and the application itself, it's about the customer. The customer is responsible to secure the data and the application, and therefore he needs tools, it needs solutions to secure it. The public cloud vendors do provide some capabilities. We call it the native control, which is important, and we need to know how to leverage those native control. But it's not sufficient by no means. So we need to provide more security to deal with zero trust, to deal with threat prevention, to deal with the data leakage. And we see again and again situations where customers either forget and one of their services is exposed to the internet and hackers steal the information. We hear a lot about crypto mining. It's a huge risk right now in the cloud where I have the customers, my environment running in AWS, for example, and the hacker will use my resources, the customer resources, to crypto currencies on my expense.
Wow.
And this is a huge attack vector right now that we see. So you pay for someone else to enjoy the currency. We see additional lot of type of security vulnerabilities that we see happening in the cloud. And it's important to understand that you need to secure your application, your data in the cloud, just like when you secure it in your data center, but in a technology that better fits this environment.
It's an amazing way to describe it. So these guys are out there, they're selling Azure, they're selling AWS, et cetera. And now they have the ability to be able to add customer value and to be able to expand their margin envelope by selling our security on top of it. That's a great explanation. But you know what? It's a crowded market. It really is. And I look on some of their websites, not all of their websites, but some of their websites, and they, believe it or not, have a couple of our competitors on their website. Yep. How do we differentiate? Why are we different in the cloud strategy?
So it's a good question. There are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of different vendors that are offering security for the clouds, from startups to large companies. We in Check Point, we've been running in the cloud for the last 6 years. We are focusing on securing the public cloud, and we were the first to provide security for AWS. We were one of the first 2 vendors to provide security for Azure. We are now considered to be the largest Azure security vendors.
I heard about that.
So we are very strong right now and very dominant in what we're offering. And our story is not a point solution. It's not that you use us just to secure containers, just to secure your services in the AWS. We look at it as a holistic solution. And as a holistic solution, customers have multiple things in the cloud. Let's think about what I'm describing to you right now. On the left side of the cloud, you have workloads like virtual machines and containers. Yep. We Check Point provide the CloudGuard YAS to secure it all, and we're doing it in a very automated way. We constantly communicate with Azure, AWS, and Google, learn about every change that happens on the workloads environment, and we make sure that nothing can attack those workloads from the outside. Okay. We segment it and we provide the perimeter security in a very software-oriented way. On the right side, you have hundreds of services like storage, like load balancers, like web services, like databases, machine learning. You need to secure them. There is no way for you to define perimeters on those services. So we have Dome9, we acquired the company Dome9, that constantly go through all those services and apply compliance checks on those services, making sure that nothing is exposed or is not configured properly, because at the end of the day, it's the application owners, the developers that wants to move fast are making those mistakes that put you as a CISO, as a company, at a risk. We will secure your left side of all the workloads and the right side of all your services with a one solution. But you know what more?
What?
We're not only doing it for one cloud, we're doing it for all the clouds, for Azure, for AWS, for Google, for Oracle. We're doing it in your private cloud, and we are all doing it from a single pane of glass, for one place where you manage it all, you configure it all, and you control it all. You can connect the clouds in a very secure way with Check Point.
Okay. Well, sometimes I've got called a left side guy, and sometimes I've been called a right side guy. But I think I get it. So let me play it back to you a little bit. So we can take the we can take the right side, and we can take the left side. We can take the services, we can take the data, we can secure both. By the way, if they're not only running AWS, they're running Azure, they might be running Alibaba, they might be running other clouds. We can exist in a multi-cloud environment. Not only can we exist in a multi-public cloud environment, but we can also secure private clouds along with it. We're automated, we're flexible, and we're the company really to partner with in this area. Is that pretty much it? Do I have it?
Very much. And I think that if I need to pick one more thing that we as a company put a lot of emphasis in terms of security, it will be the agility. It's highly important for us to secure this environment, but we don't want to slow down the DevOps.
That's why they do it.
So we came up with a solution that doesn't require any tickets for you to control this environment. Automatically we adapt our security to changes in the environment. And this is a big investment that we did by integrating to the cloud environment itself in order to secure them, and yet allowing the developers, the cloud developers, to move as fast as they want.
Okay, so by now A lot of people watching this video. I would imagine they probably want to pick up their phone. They probably want to do something. They want to get involved in this. It's a great opportunity. You explained it so well. What advice would you have for them to get started?
Right. So I think that we've seen the world's changing in the way how partners play together with customers. There are now many new cloud partners that are offering value added to the customers. And the value add is I consult, I explain how do I build a secure blueprint in my cloud, understand the cloud itself. So you as a partner that understand data center and networking very well, it's not enough. You need to train yourself in the cloud, in Azure, in AWS. We in Check Point, we are offering our partners a training, a 2 days bootcamp training, certification where we bring the partners to a room, we train them hands-on on what does it mean to, what is a cloud, first of all. What is VNet, what is VPC, what is auto-scaling, everything, all those kind of things, we show them, we explain to them, how do you define a blueprint in this environment, how to apply security, so they can then go to their customers and become a value-added security partner.
Wow. So this isn't the future. This is really the here and now. This is available
We already
today.
trained hundreds of partners by now. Over the last 3 years, we trained hundreds of partners. If you haven't been trained, don't wait. Ask for Check Point channel managers to be listed to this certification program.
Good. Well, we have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of channel managers. They're good channel managers. And I also understand our distributors are involved in this effort as well. Correct?
Absolutely. I think it's a huge opportunity for the distributors. Distributors can go invite multiple partners to the office, to the room, host this solution. We, Check Point, we will come, take care for everything, from sponsoring it, from coming and training them. And you know what? We will bring someone from Azure with us to do the training together.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you very much for doing this. You set the bar really high for the next few people that we're going to feature on videos in the next few months. But I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's great advice. And, literally, we're in this with you. We are really in this with you. We know you have a lot of choices. Check Point is a great choice. We have experts like Itay and myself, and we are here to help you, and we are here to help you make money and create customer value. So, Itay, thank you so much for your time. Guys, we'll be back to you next month. Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.